When I go to an Italian restaurant, I nearly always have melanzane. I love it because it's just tomatoes and aubergine and cheese, but I've got a version to make it with pasta, which makes it really more substantial for the family. But if you soften the pasta first, it's as crisp as can be, and you put that in hot water, it begins to soften, and also you can break it when you put it in the dish quite easily. While the pasta softens, slice 2 good-sized aubergines. Coat evenly in olive oil and seasoning. Then pop them in the oven at 180 fan for about 20 minutes. So there are 2 sauces for this, a white sauce and a tomato sauce. First of all, I'm going to make the white sauce. We begin with a simple roux with 50 grams of butter and the same amount of flour. So I've just cooked that for a few moments, and I'm going to add the milk, little by little. For a good white sauce, always heat the milk first, and then add slowly, as it helps to get a really smooth result. That's a pint in total. I think people get into real trouble by having cold milk and adding it too quickly. This way, it really works a treat, and it's the way that I always make a white sauce. Look at that. I'm pleased. To turn this into a rich cheese sauce, I'm adding Dijon mustard, pepper and salt, and some delicious Parmesan. I've got 100 grams of Parmesan cheese. I'm adding 2/3 of it. There it is, just enough to keep to go all over the top. Now on to the tomato sauce. You're going to be really pleased about this because there's no cooking, it's just assembling things together. All I do is make a really well-flavoured tomato sauce, which will cook in the oven with the dish. I like to have the mixture because you get a bit of texture. In go 2 teaspoons of caster sugar, a couple of crushed cloves of garlic, and give it a lift with a little seasoning. Just give it a good stir. Just needs some fresh basil, which makes it very Italian. There's nothing I like more than cooking for the family, and I like to do it in quantities too. I'll very likely make 2 of these and put one in the freezer and have one for supper. I think it's because I was trained originally in catering, so I'm never put off by cooking for numbers. Just give that a stir. Just checking that that lasagna is not sticking together. No, it's not, but look how flexible it's become. With the aubergines looking gorgeous and golden brown, I can get on with the assembling. Now, this is where I have to concentrate. Begin with about 1/3 of the tomato and basil sauce on the base, and then add a few dollops of the rich cheese sauce. And I like it to be separate because it looks better when you're actually serving it. So I've got my 2 sauces. Now I need to put the aubergines, and it doesn't matter a bit if some of these overlap, they just want to be fairly even. Then you need a layer of pasta, and remember I soaked the pasta, which made it much easier. Make sure the pasta goes right to the edges. If you overlap it, the pasta doesn't cook evenly. That's logical, isn't it? So you can see I've done it beautifully there, and with the greatest of ease because it's all soft. Simply repeat the process for another couple of layers. So this is the last third. And this is really quite a substantial family meal in one pot. Now I'm going to put some Parmesan cheese over the top. And I would very likely make this in the morning for the evening, put cling film over the top and have it in the fridge. It's a lovely feeling if you've had a busy day with the family that it's done, and all you've got to do is to put it in the oven, and then you can go and have a drink on the side or play with the young or do what you like. Pop in the oven at 180 fan for about 40 to 45 minutes. This is a perfect idea to liven up the supper table. That looks amazing, and I certainly cannot wait to try it. The spoon's going through beautifully. Wow, look at that. I think it looks most tempting. I could have this twice over. It is absolutely delicious. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and enjoy.